Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a BDR G1 B Tier 5 French heavy tank located on the south spawn of Abbey, and it's under the command of Citron01. Well, it's a double header video because you're going to see two battles, same tank, same player, different maps. The BDR, the Boudet Donan Rousseau company, came up with the idea of the BDR G1 B before the start of the Second World War. Originally it was going to have a 75mm gun, but Wargaming have fitted it with a 90mm, which is extremely potent. 240 Alpha penetrating 135mm with standard ammo, and that goes up to 175 with the premium rounds. It's called the Steel Potato for obvious reasons. It does look kind of rounded. It does have weak spots, although it's got sloped armour at the front. You can see the turret is fairly weak, and so you can bring these things down if you aim the shell in the right spot. But that huge damage per minute from the 90mm gun with a 7-second reload, 7.5 seconds on the reload, is very, very good indeed, which means that this tank can bring down enemy tanks very quickly as well. Only needs a few shots to take them out. It's not particularly fast, as you can see. It's a bit sluggish. Forward speed 30 km an hour, reverse 10, and he spotted his first victim, a budgie. Fires a long range shot. Even with full reticule, he penetrates him for 251 hit points, which is a high roll. And he's pushing on, even though he's got a baguette with him. And the baguette gets the kill. Of course, he's got a 75mm gun because he's basically a panther. Okay, who's he going to go after next? There's a DSPZ and the VK3002M in the other channel, and I think he's decided that he wants to go after this Churchill 7. Or is he? It's moving up on him, but the Churchill 7's just around the corner. Having a quick look to the right. Now the DSPZ and the VK are in the other channel. I think he's going to try and come up behind these guys. Well, the DSPZ just got taken out by our ARL 44, so what he's got now is the VK. Fires an APCR round up the rear. He doesn't need to fire APCR. Standard AP will be enough on that guy. And he fires another one up and gets the kill. But now he's got to deal with the Churchill 7 because we didn't deal with that to start with. Oh, T1 Heavy's joined him. Again, that nice Alpha. He got a nudge from behind by the Sherman Jumbo. But he's pumping rounds into the T1 Heavy. Took a 75mm round in return. Yeah, just look at that Alpha. Yeah, it really does make mincemeat of these tanks. He's killed the T1 Heavy. That's his second kill. Going for the Churchill 7, who's firing HE at him, actually. Go for it. And one more shot should be enough. Yep, the Skoda pumped around in. Go for the kill. Yes. Easy. Now he's going to let his friends go on and try and kill the remainder of the enemy at the cap. He's returning back to his own cap because he can see on the minimap that his own cap is under threat. There's a P43 Biz down there. There's also an M4A1 somewhere, a Valiant, another budgie, and the enemy does have a couple of tank destroyers as well. They've got an M10 RBFM and a Dicamax. And it looks like the ARL 44 is also staying behind to take pot shots at the remaining enemy, whilst our guys go at the other end to take the enemy cap area. They found the M10 RBFM up that end, so the only tank destroyer that's likely to be down this end is the Dicamax. But the problem is he's got a 105mm gun, and that's more than capable of dealing damage against Citron's 90mm gun. Of course, Citron will fire faster than the Dicamax, but it's just the high alpha on the Dicamax. It is a 105mm And I think if I remember correctly, it's a 320 Alpha. Whereas, of course, as you know, Citroen's only got 240 on the BDR. Well, the enemy's capping, and I suspect that that's probably the Dicamax. He was seen in or near the cap area, and he's trying to poke over the top of these rocks to see him. Nope, no sign. He's going to have to get closer. You can see the Hummel positioned himself nicely to keep up the support to avoid getting killed by the Dicamax, but I'm sure he's going to get spotted the moment he comes down this rise. Yeah, he did get spotted. The enemy's got 2 in the cap. Oh, he takes a 105mm round. And the enemy's very close to capping out. We are getting support from the ARL-44. We've only got 1 capping at the other end. There's the Valiant. Doesn't penetrate that guy. He ought to be firing just HE at the Dicamax because he's got virtually no armour. And of course the HE rounds on the BDR will actually do more damage. They'll do 320, which is about the same alpha as the Dicamax. But he's actually firing APCR, which is costing him credits. Takes out the Dicamax. So he's got a full reset, and hopefully the enemy, his teammates at the other end, will realise that they can now kill all the enemy. They don't need to continue capping, but it looks like they are going to cap out, and they have. So he gets one last shot in, and that's the end of this battle with a victory. Let's have a look at the next battle. Also, same tank, same player, and see how he gets on in that one. And here we are with the very next battle with still the BDR G1 B, and this time it's on the south spawn of Serene Coast under the command of Citroen 01. Well, he's driving his Citroen Steel Potato. Well, it's Citroen's. It's his Steel Potato. Onto the peninsula. That's where he's headed. Okay, well, he's platooned with the Type T-34 on his team, who's headed north. So, well, he's not going to be able to support that guy because he's going out to try and take on the enemy heavy tanks or their BDR, because they've got a BDR as well. He's got the same 90mm gun that he had before, 240 Alpha, penetrating 135mm with standard ammo, and that goes up to 175 with the APCR. You have to be careful when you're driving along here because, yeah, some people have fallen into that little pit just there, and they've actually gone into the drink and they can't get out because it's deep water. So you need to be careful you don't go in there. I saw somebody do that on a live stream and it was very embarrassing because, of course, they died and they were in a Jaegeru at the time as well. Well, he has got some opposition, the T-34 and the Stug 3G. No sign of the BDR yet, but I suspect that that guy will be coming in this direction. T-34 takes his first round, 90mm round to high roll. Wait for the reloads. Takes the second round. Next one will be a kill shot. Yep. 7.25 seconds is the reload time. It's fairly quick actually, 90mm. It's just the amount of damage it does with one shot. This is what makes the BDR such a very good heavy tank to play. Okay, Stug's taking the opportunity to move up. Oh, now we've got an enemy tank destroyer on the peninsula. He takes a round, fires one back and actually does pen us, but he goes down, taken out in the end by a cruiser Mark IV. No sign of the BDR from the enemy team. Gotta wonder where he went. I suspect we'll meet him very shortly. It's always a possibility he might be an AFK. Okay, a couple of enemy tanks over there. They're much further away. They're the other side of the railway line. Type T-34 is lakeside, but we've got no shots. He's forging ahead. Now this tank does have weak spots, and you can fire in through the sides, the turret, or certain places like the driver's port on the front of the vehicle. It does have sloped armour, but the BDR is more about that 90mm gun. That's what makes it so effective. It's fairly slow, but gets there in the end. Okay, where is the enemy BDR? Is he just around the corner? Yes, he is, and he's an AFK. So, of course, he's just going to avail himself and harvest this one. He's going to track him, though, to make sure that he doesn't move away. That's part of the hitbox. Okay, so long as that guy's immobilized, he's not going anywhere. And the kill shot goes to the Stug, so that guy kill-stealed. But potentially, Citron's got the high caliber. He's done enough damage to get it, so long as he keeps up his fire rate. Of course, when I say he's potentially got a high caliber, it means he's got 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. And he's not going to stay in the capping. He's going to allow his teammates to do that. He wants to get some more damage on the enemy. Panzer 3J takes out with one shot. Wait for the reload. The P2640 is looking this way. Nice shot. 223 low roll. Can kill the guy with the... No, he's going to take 2 shots to kill the guy. But he'll just shoot through the railway line. Oh, it went over the top. And the enemy's now capping. Go for it. Yes, nice shot. He's a one shot now. Now we've got a Marder 38T. 75mm gun on that thing. Puts a big hit in. The Stug died because he went too far forward. And now he's being told not to go further forward. And we are capping. The scores are even, but I think he's just going to sit here and hold off the enemy from coming back to get a reset. Got a Type T-34 around the corner. He's locked on, takes the guy out with one shot, takes a round from a Marder. Oh, took a round from the P2640 as well. He can't get a return shot because the guy's below the railway line, but if he pokes up a bit more, we might be able to get him. Okay, there's the Marder. One shot, nice. That 90mm gun, so effective. Dodges a shot from the P2640. He's a one shot as well. He's just going to poke his head around the corner and take that guy out if he can get a chance. No, the P2640 pulled back. In fact, actually, no, he didn't. He was killed by the T67 on our team. And now there's a Hetzer to the left, to the right rather. And he sees that guy. That's the last remaining enemy. We are capping. And he's almost about to cap out. He can hit the guy now. Oh, he fluffs the first shot. Are we going to cap out? Puts one into the Hetzer. One more shot to kill. Unfortunately, it looks like the guy's going to cap out, but we might get the kill. Yes! And a cap out. And that was the Top Gun. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for the first battle and then for this one. Well, we can see in the first battle he got an ace tanker in the BDR G1 B. Well done, Citron01. He also got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he did get 4, and he also got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He did get high caliber in that game. He was doing so much damage with that 90mm gun, he earned the medal, and he was the highest scorer. If we look at the team score for that one, we can see that he's right at the top of the table with 3,084 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the Baguette with 1,687, followed by the Budgie with 1,585. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of kills, but he shared the top spot with the Baguette. They both got 4 kills each. 2 kills to the ARL-44, the M10 RBFM, the Dicamax, the P43 Biz, the Budgie, and also the enemy Fifi. And when it came to base XP, it was Citron. Yes, he got the highest amount with that one, 1,295. He's the only player over 1,000 base in that game. And 922 went to the Baguette, and then 599 went to the ARL-44, who just sat on that hill, poking through the edge and shooting, and it was a good job that he did, because he actually did get some resets. As you can see here, he actually got 60 defense points to reset the cap, enough to allow Citroen to then get the shots on the enemy in the cap area. So well done to him. If we look at the detail report, we can see he fired 16 shots, got 15 direct hits and 14 penetrations. 3,084 hit points, all of it at close range, 5 hits received, 2 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations and 3 hits by way of splash damage, 110 hit points of damage blocked by the armour. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4 and 360 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 61 defense points by resetting the cap. On a standard free-to-play account, he got 39,240 credits, got 40,000 credits from personal missions payout, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 7,166 credits profit. He received 1,295 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,590 experience points altogether. So, very good battle in the first one for Citroen. Let's have a look at the second battle and see how he got on in that one. Well, it was another ace tanker in the BDR. He got a Hand of God again for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9, a Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. He picked up another high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and this time round, because he got 6 kills, he got a Top Gun. He might have got better actually if he hadn't actually suffered from a kill steal on 2 occasions, because the 60G FT, he was taken out by somebody alongside or nearby him. The P2640 was taken out by the T67, and the BDR was also a kill steal. He could have taken those guys out, and he would have taken them out, but for the fact that there was somebody alongside him waiting for the moment that he'd reduce their hit points enough to actually then take the kill with the very next shot. So yeah, he missed out. He could have picked up a Rattly Waters at the very least from that battle, but yeah, kill stealers got there before him, but it's a good result anyway. Ace tanker, high caliber and a Top Gun. So Citroen 01 is deadly in the BDR G1 B, the steel potato. It's actually quite a decent tank, and it's one of those good French tanks after suffering with the very poor gun on the Char B1. To actually get a tank with a 90mm gun capable of decimating the enemy so quickly, it's a lot of fun. The only problem is you have to go through the 75mm gun in order to get to the 90mm, and the 75mm is a real pain. So if you can, free experience your way to that 90mm and then just bask in the glory of the DPM of that huge gun doing huge amounts of damage to the enemy so quickly. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.